Have you ever gotten into one of those arguments, where like both sides are just asterisk? So asterisk sure that they got the short end of the stick.
Oh, yeah.
Well, today we're diving into a real life case, and it's a perfect example of that. Straight from divorce court, actually.
Ooh, juicy.
Yeah. This case, Ainger v. Posendorf. It throws us right into this messy divorce where this couple, they can't even agree on who should be paying spousal support.
And this is no simple matter. We're talking about the nitty-gritty of spousal support law. It can get really complicated.
Oh, I bet. So it's not just about, like, who seems more deserving, right?
Right. It's about cold, hard evidence. You have to prove your financial need in court.
Okay, so paint us a picture. Who are the players in this legal drama?
All right, so in this corner, we have Scott Ainger, the ex-husband. He's claiming he should be getting spousal support from his ex-wife, Karen Posendorf.
Yeah.
And his whole argument is that he can't work because of health issues.
Which is what spousal support is for, right?
Mhm.
For those who don't know, it's basically financial help from a higher earning ex to their lower earning ex to help them get back on their feet after a divorce. But I'm sure it's not that straightforward here.
You got it. Because
Yeah.
in the other corner, Karen Posendorf is coming out swinging.
No.
She's saying he's asterisk the one who should be paying her asterisk spousal support.
Seriously.
She's alleging that he's actually working and making good money and that she's asterisk the one struggling.
Wow. So it's a financial he said, she said?
It is.
And as if this wasn't already complicated enough, we have a plot twist. Turns out Ainger filed for bankruptcy before any of this spousal support stuff even started.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
So what does that mean for his case?
Well, because he filed for bankruptcy, he can't try to get any of their assets from the marriage. It's all riding on this spousal support claim.
The stakes just got higher. So how much are we talking here? What's Ainger asking for?
He's asking for a cool $175,000.
He wants $175,000 from Posendorf.
Yep. And he wants it to come from the sale of a rental property that she just sold. He wants that money held in trust as security for his support.
That seems a little aggressive, don't you think? They haven't even figured out if he's entitled to spousal support at all, and he's already trying to get his hands on her money.
It's definitely a bold move. But to try and justify needing this big security blanket, Ainger says he had to completely stop working at his company.
What company?
It was called the Ainger Group, and he's claiming his health got so bad back in July 2017 that he simply couldn't do it anymore.
July 2017. Interesting. That timing seems a little asterisk convenient, don't you think? Like, the divorce was probably already on the horizon. Did Posendorf just take his word for this sudden inability to work?
Not a chance. She showed up in court with a stack of company emails. And, well, let's just say they didn't exactly help Ainger's case.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. What did these emails say?
These emails showed Ainger was pretty much business as usual, quoting jobs, managing properties, even negotiating his own compensation package.
Wait, hold on. He's saying he's too sick to work, but he's negotiating a salary and quoting jobs.
That's what the emails suggest.
So what happened when this bombshell came out in court?
Well, Ainger tried to discredit the emails.
Of course he did.
Said they were obtained improperly and shouldn't be allowed as evidence.
What?
But the judge allowed them.
What?
Because Posendorf was an officer and director of the company, she had the right to access those emails.
So not only do these emails contradict Ainger's whole too sick to work story, but the fact that she got them fair and square probably makes it even worse for him.
You got it. The judge did not believe Ainger's story, found his claims about being unable to work without credibility and false, which, yeah, that's not what you want a judge to be saying about you in court.
And it's not just about the emails, right? We've got this whole other layer of Ainger claiming he's the one struggling financially,
Right.
saying that Posendorf has all this money from selling properties and that personal injury settlement.
Yeah, he's really going for that woe is me angle.
Yeah, like painting her as some kind of high roller, huh?
Exactly. Ainger's saying Posendorf's got access to all this money while he's practically broke.
Oh, brother.
Even suggesting that she's choosing not to work just to get out of paying him spousal support.
Classic move. Trying to make the other person look irresponsible or even, like, shady. But, I mean, if she came with those emails, I'm guessing she wasn't just going to take that lying down.
Oh, no, she came prepared. It was basically, hold your horses, buddy. Asterisk. I'm asterisk the one barely making ends meet here.
You go, girl.
Especially about that $175,000 Ainger wants. From the sale of her rental, right? She's saying, that's not some fun money, that's my lifeline. She even told the court she was working as an Uber driver just to get by.
So it's a story of two completely different realities here.
Yeah.
Each saying the other one's lying about their finances. Sounds like it comes down to who the judge believed more.
And this is where the judge really got into the weeds. They didn't just take their word for it, they really dug deep into Posendorf's finances.
It's like what? Bank statements, tax returns?
All of it.
Wow.
It's like they always say, right? The truth is in the details.
Absolutely. So what did those details say about Posendorf? Did they find anything to back up Ainger's story that she was living large?
Not even a little bit. The judge didn't find any evidence of crazy spending, hidden assets, nothing to suggest she wasn't being truthful.
Okay, so nothing to support his claims.
Nope. In fact, the judge even started questioning Ainger's asterisk claims about his income,
Really?
especially with those emails about his fancy compensation package, remember?
Oh, right. He kind of shot himself in the foot there.
Kinda, yeah.
You know, this is a good lesson for anyone listening.
Yeah.
If you're in a legal battle, be honest.
Yeah.
Trying to trick the court is probably not going to work, especially when there's a paper trail a mile long.
Judges can spot those inconsistencies from a mile away,
Oh, yeah.
and it just destroys your credibility.
Exactly.
And that is definitely not what you want when you're asking the court to freeze someone's assets.
Sounds like Ainger's plan to, control the story really blew up in his face.
You could say that.
So after all this drama, what happened? Did he get that $175,000 in security?
Nope. The judge said, no way.
Oh,
Not only that, but the judge even questioned if Ainger's case for spousal support was even legit at all.
he went from demanding all that money to maybe not getting anything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you, you need to have a strong case and be honest.
Especially when you're asking the court to do something as big as freezing someone's assets.
Right.
This whole case really shows how complicated divorce can be, especially when it comes to money.
Definitely.
For anyone listening who's going through something similar, just, make sure your own finances are organized.
Absolutely. Good advice. Having all your ducks in a row, financially speaking, that's huge in court. But there's this whole other thing in this case, something we haven't really talked about yet. It's about that personal injury settlement Posendorf got.
Oh, yeah, right. She settled a personal injury case. What was it, $35,000?
Yeah.
But there was that whole thing about Ainger and his daughter maybe messing with it somehow.
Yeah. And this is where it gets kind of wild. We don't know the details, but Posendorf claims that Ainger and his daughter, totally sabotaged her case.
Sabotage.
She even suggested they might have contacted the defendant in that case directly.
Oh, wow. That's something else. If that's true, it adds a whole other layer to their relationship, even after the divorce.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what they were thinking,
Totally. Was Ainger trying to use this to get an advantage in the divorce? Was it all about making her look bad financially so his own arguments seemed better? We're just left wondering.
It's a good reminder that things aren't always as simple as they seem in these legal battles, right?
Absolutely. There's often a whole lot going on behind the scenes.
And that personal injury case, who knows how things would have gone if things had been different,
Exactly. It makes you think, would we even be talking about this spousal support case if her personal injury settlement had gone another way? We'll never know.
So after diving deep into all of this, what are the big takeaways you think people should remember from Ainger v. Posendorf?
Well, first off, honesty is the best policy. Ainger's case really showed how trying to hide things or twist the truth can backfire big time.
For sure.
Second, keep good records, especially about money. It's crucial to have your financial house in order if you end up in court.
Definitely.
And lastly, always remember, there's often more to the story than meets the eye. Behind every court case, there are people with their own complicated lives and histories. So true. Sometimes the most important things are the questions we're left with, not just the answers we find.
Well said.
Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive today. We've gone through spousal support law, potential lies in court, and those messy stories that play out every day in courtrooms everywhere.
My pleasure. And until next time, remember, the truth may be tricky, but it's always worth uncovering.